Welcome to the Impromptu Life with Artettina. We're going to be doing the raven with mushrooms today. I made sure that I had a lot of clips in here this time. I figured you may enjoy seeing a bit more of the process. And this raven is a young chick raven. I did also decide to go with a glowing effect on the mushrooms. And a lot of these clips were sped up. Some of them were skipped. I only put in the fun stuff that I thought, well, as an artist, this is what I would like to see. Again, if you do love this surreal nature mixed with animal type of outsider art painting, you can see more of them on my channel. I have the serpent snakes or flying dragon ones, and people really do seem to enjoy those. So I figured I would do a raven one, and I will also be doing an octopus one. And if there's another animal that you may be interested in seeing, I'm always welcome to ideas and open to ideas. You can leave them in the comment section below. I did also slow down in some clips and then speed it back up. Ravens are one of my favorite birds to paint. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you love building things and painting things and basically generally creating things. I do have other things on the Impromptu Life via the name. We have a pink apple pie that we made. You may really love that video. We also created chicken soup using the whole chicken. So there are other things on the channel, not just artwork, because this is all about the creative process, building things, and fun stuff like that. I also do have some car camping, cooking from the, it's fun, you guys. I mean, life is too short, so let's have some fun. Most of the blocking in and values that I'm doing here are to decide how I'm going to do the bird. And I also, in this particular piece, decided to do a red moon instead of doing the gold moon and red background. I'm like, you know what I should do different is I'm just going to do the red moon and a gold background. It's sometimes challenging to like visualize it in your head. Like, okay, but when I make the mushrooms glow, am I going to get a really nice glowing effect with that gold back there? And I did actually not finish this. You'll see in the end, it basically 94 to 98% finished. The only thing I have left to do, which I'm sure it's dry enough to do it now, but the only thing I have left to do is a few more layers of gold. I want to do a very thick gold in the background, and I do believe I have some red touch-ups. I'm going to take a really good look at it tomorrow and see if I want those mushrooms glowing any more than they already currently are, but I was really happy with them when I stopped. I just want to make sure the acrylic, because it does dry a little darker than when applied, is exactly where I want it. If you love this kind of art, I do also down in the description have tried to put some links to some of the platforms I sell on, and or you can, I don't know when you're actually seeing this video or watching it, but if it's quite recent that I just put it up, you should be able to search Artettina on eBay. That's Artettina on eBay, and you should be able to find my work that way, and just click on the option for see more by this artist or see more by the store. I'm not even sure what it says, but it says something like that. I did used to have a link when I had the eBay full store, and I will be putting that back up when I get back to having my normal inventory count, because I need to build that inventory back up. I, for whatever reason, really, really enjoy putting on the gold, just outlining things. And again, I've said this in another painting I was doing before I finish the main subject, that I go and I put the gold on because I want to see the values in those colors with that gold background, versus sometimes I am able to finish the whole subject and not worry so much about the gold because it's more part of an effect rather than an outline. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you see the other pieces, like the serpent dragon pieces and other Art Nouveau pieces or Art Deco style pieces I do, then you'll kind of hopefully understand what I mean. Maybe you don't. I am getting better, I believe, in clarifying what I'm talking about. And even here on the back of the raven, I did have to work this quite a bit because because of how strong the glow was going to be, or how strong I wanted the glow to be. And the easiest way that I've found to do the glows is where the light's hitting, other than for sharp shines, where the light is hitting would be like a mid-tone, not the brightest light part, but a mid-tone. And then the brightest part will be where the light is illuminating from. But wherever that light hits, it needs to be more of a mid-tone. And then, of course, you've got the darkest tones are thick flesh, or the shadow in between two light sources would be like your darkest tone, but you'll see what I mean. I also decided, which I kind of knew right away, like I definitely wanted these to stand out. So I knew I was going to be eventually applying a very thin layer of a yellow to make the mushrooms come out with this hint of like a natural green. It's extremely subtle, but the yellow, of course, being gently laid over the blue, will create that glowing natural green effect. And you can see on the middle mushroom that I really started, the mushroom on his back and between his wings, what I mean by the brightest part is going to be the mushroom where the light's illuminating from, and then you want the next slightly darkest mid-tone, the middle one, to be the reflection. And then, unless it's reflecting like high gloss, then of course you can hit some really light somewhere else. And this is what I mean by just going over what I've already accomplished once it's completely dry. Might have hit it before it got as dry as I wanted, with a very thin, transparent layer of yellow, which will make them come out a very natural green. Again, I'll have to see it tomorrow to see if it came out that mintish green I wanted, or because it's just subtle. And although I love the blue, I wanted the eye to really go to this natural element of the mushrooms, the kind of surreal story, if you will, about this brand new baby raven. I got rid of course, all of his fluff, but I gave him a really short tail. And there's two reasons for that. I didn't want the raven as the subject to go off of the page, but here he is. All I need left is more gold and to make our red moon stand out. Again, you'll find him on the channels that should be in the description below. If you have any questions or insights, or if you enjoy this, please let me know. Otherwise, we will see you super soon again. Like and subscribe. Comments are welcome. Have an amazing day.